All right, final game of the night, midnight Eastern. This game's not on TV. It's on pay-per-view on Spectrum. What do you got to pay? Like $70 for it, or how much is it? I don't know. You could buy. I think you could buy them like individually. Um, I have the Spectrum Sports package in the past,
But
but
then you have to stream it to your off your phone to your TV, right? I mean, who's
yeah,
just watching on their? I mean, unless you're in a bar. I mean, the 1 in the morning, I'm going to be having to throw it on a TV in bed or something.
yeah. So Hawaii, we don't know if Delaware State will be there or how many players will be there. Their star running back is out. Um, they did get this UNLV transfer wide receiver. He's not eligible either. This team is
Mhm.
is bad. I mean,
Yes.
they're 40-point underdog here. The total's gone up. Even there's like a tropical storm that might hit Honolulu. Pretty windy city anyway, but there could be like 25-mile-an-hour winds. The Steve McBride won't play for Hawaii. Their star receiver is dealing with eligibility issues. He was also arrested, but I think those charges got dropped.
Mhm.
Um, it's the thing that I worry about is like Hawaii. So they have UCLA next week. Maybe they don't want to show much, but then again, their offense is all about like timing and rhythm. So maybe they want to get that timing down. And if they just run the ball, like maybe that's enough. Last year, Delaware State played two FBS teams, Miami of Ohio and Army. Those two teams had 84 carries for 760 yards, over 9 yards per carry. Miami of Ohio ran for, I mean, Gabbert came out and he just threw it for like 120, and they ran it for like 480 yards. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think Hawaii, Army won like 56-0. Miami of Ohio won like 62-20. Um, I don't know how to handicap. I will fully admit I don't know how to handicap this game. I have no
Yeah.
idea. I have no idea when Hawaii's going to stop trying. I don't know who's
Mhm.
going to be there for Delaware State. I don't know how high the wind's going to be yet. Um, Delaware State is bad. If I had to bet it, I would bet Hawaii because Delaware State is bad, and Hawaii's can probably do what they want. Um, but the number that I came up with was around 40. So yeah, I got nothing here. Maybe I'll throw in like a degenerate small bet and watch it because it's week 0. But yeah, good luck if you have strong
Uh,
conviction on this game.
I mean, I mean, it's week 0. I had extra time, so I went down a wormhole on Delaware State, and man, I wish I didn't do that. So out of 263 teams listed on Sager, and Delaware State's 258. But you know what? There is a heavy amount of returning production here for the Hornets. And, I'll try to get through
Yeah,
this with a straight.
their freshman QB comes back.
Yeah, Marquis Adam is back. He had 104 passing attempts last year. He had double the turnover worthy plays, the big time throws. It's going to be bad. Wide receiver Nagi Lally is back. Tight end AJ Core. They were their top pass catchers from last year. They combined for 89 targets. Now, as I read this, as I tell you guys this stuff about Delaware State, that doesn't mean that they're any good. They're not. 4 of the 5 offensive linemen return that led by tackle Malcolm Jeffries. He's by far the highest graded run and pass protector there on that offensive line. And then when you go to the defensive side, 11 of the top 12 tacklers return on this 3-3-5 defense. They run a ton of cover 3 trying to stop explosive plays. They never did, but they try. And they were just outside the top 100 of 122 teams in FCS. They were outside the top 100 in defensive pass efficiency, total defense, and red zone defense. What does that spell? Hawaii's just going to have a red carpet rolled out getting into the end zone here. When you go, I don't know if Delaware State is going to be able to get scores or drives on Hawaii's D. Now, Hawaii's D isn't great. They do return 80% of their pressures and tackles. 4 of their top 5 tacklers are back. The 2-4-5 defense was really actually good at creating pressures, a top 15 rate and pressure rate last year, but they struggled in every other category. I don't know if Delaware State can do something about that. They got to get past the safety, Peter Monuma. He had 3 INTs and a PBU last year. I think my point is Hawaii's really good at creating pressure, and they have a 36% blitz rate. Do they not blitz stuck with UCLA on deck? And you know what? I'll save it to the end about Timmy Chang because I spoke to Timmy Chang about this whole thing. When you go to the offensive side, Braden Shager is not going to have Stephen McBride, not a factor this week. Will be a factor next week. But Shager really came out of his shell last year, cut his turnover worthy play rate down to 2.2%. That is low. And then when you see him in a crowded pocket, unbelievable 2.6% turnover worthy play rate and 212 dropbacks that he had pressure in the pocket. He's grown up. I mean, that Shager that we saw first come out a couple of years ago, just mistakes everywhere. He really has grown up. Now, Pavel Ashlock and Koali Nishigaya are going to be there. They had 169 combined targets last year, more than 1,100 yards and 10 TDs. They're going to be finding this run and shoot offense. They're going to be able to connect, get some scores. And so when you look, at this, I spoke with Timmy Chang. You would think this is just Hawaii running them over. This is just Hawaii scoring at will until they don't want to score. But with UCLA on deck, I was talking to Timmy Chang literally on the floor of the Circus Sportsbook. And I asked him at Media Day, I was like, you're going to go vanilla against Delaware State with UCLA on deck. Timmy's response was no words whatsoever. I said, you're going to go vanilla, right? He paused. His face went like this, and he just stared at me for 3 seconds. And then I said, that's all I need to know, Timmy. Thank you. So you're not going to get this huge, high explosive run and shoot the entire game. I don't even know if you get it in the second half. It's not like Hawaii to just turn around and hand the ball off. Sometimes they don't even have, they run in formations that don't even have running backs. So Hawaii's not going to show anything here. If they connect on passes that turn into explosive touchdowns, it's because Delaware State can't tackle. So the only play that I could make here, Stuck, the only play I could make was an over in the first half, because Shager's at least got to come out, get a couple air outs, maybe 1 or 2 drives, like an NFL preseason week 3 type thing. He's got to get a
shoot. It's about timing. They got to get their timing down before you see
exactly. So I think maximum we probably get a half unless the game's close. I think if they get a 21-point lead, it might be time to start doing other things. But they're not going to show one single play that they're going to do against UCLA. Not that you have to with Delaware State. I'm taking the over here. Delaware State, if you go back to their quarterback, Marquis Adams, having twice as many turnover worthy plays, that can turn into pick sixes. I fully believe that ball security, pick sixes, I think this is all on the table in this game, especially with the wind. I think this game is going to be a circus. And there's going to be names that we don't even know that are on these rosters, maybe scoring touchdowns and getting playing time here. But I do like Hawaii trying their best to score for the first 2 quarters. I will take a first half over. And if Delaware State wants to contribute by actually scoring a touchdown, or if they actually want to contribute by giving up a pick 6, I'll be more than happy for it. So first half over here is the play for me.
All right. I got to cut it off there. This is enough Delaware State football talk. Hopefully they all make it to the island.